Hello there. Welcome to the basement. We have some fun stuff to talk about tonight. And of course, I'm going to crap on Lucasfilm too, so. But there's other fun things to speculate about, talk about, chat about. But before we get to all that, find yourself a bit of something to sip on. Light yourself a little something to smoke on. Sit back and relax, because this is the Saturday Night Chill. Hello. Whoops. There we go. Enough of that silly echoey poop. That's just for the beginning. How is everybody? We got Alan and Brooke here already. How y'all doing? Thanks for joining me tonight. As always, I appreciate the shit out of it. How is everybody doing? Oh, Angry Canadian, how you doing tonight, man? Haven't seen you in a minute. How's your gaming thing going? Glad to see you. Hope everyone had a good week. Or at a minimum, at least a good Saturday. Oh, good, I'm glad. I'm glad that it's going all right. David, how are you tonight? Well, yeah, definitely. Well, how are you this halfway through the night for you? Since it's already fucking 2 in the morning there. Brooks on vac. You still down in Cali, Brooke, or are you back up in Washington? Still in Cali. Nice. That's pretty pretty sweet. One of these days I'll get out to Cali. Jay, how you doing? Of course, I am glad to see you here as well, Mr. Sir. Did you do anything fun today, Jay? More importantly, Matt, how are you doing tonight? And congratulations on your 1K, bro. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And also on the monetized. All right. Yeah, man, it's good to see you crack that ceiling and get in there, man. Now that you're through it, I bet you're gonna rock it again. Yeah. Well, it was warm and humid here earlier today, Jay, and then the sky opened up. Oh, that's right. My bad. Oh yeah, you're on what I like to call YouTube Lite, because I know you're definitely over 5. So, but that's sweet though, man. So like ever since they put out that those lower tiers that give you everything but ad money, that's like I've said the hell with all my interim goals. I want my 500 subs and I want my 3,000 watch hours in a year. And then we'll see how much y'all really love me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I seriously want to hit that. You're over 500, Jay. You just need the watch hours up, right? 105 with 90% humidity. Holy fuck. Yeah, you'd have to drag me outside in order to get me out in that kind of bullshit. That's 105 with 90% humidity. That's not even right. Yeah, for sure, Matt. I feel that. Yeah, I mean, ad revenue's nice, but just being able to have, the opportunities that being monetized brings to really get in there and getting down and getting the nitty gritty with your community is fucking sick, man. I'll be able to get back into the grind here in another couple weeks, like grind, and back to the grind. Life has been lifing me, so all I've been able to do is stream so far. But yeah, 105 with 90% humidity. The heat index has got to be like what, fucking 120 or so? Oh yeah. So is Obsession still got you at the top of the list, or are we going to play with Scotty, get him up to 5? Just out of curiosity. Everyone hit the like button on your way in? Just out of curiosity. Did you do it? Did you go? Because if you didn't, would you please? And if anyone is watching this on the replay, would you please also too? I'd appreciate it. Oh yeah, hit that sub button if you already haven't as well, please. Well, other than insanely hot and humid weather in Texas, poor Justin, Jesus, dude, that. Ugh. We've got a few fun things to talk about tonight. I mean, I consider them all fun, but it's kind of a hype news versus fucking A news scenario here. Indeed, the force is strong with those two. Yeah, I know, because Obsession's he's got the sub count. He's cracked a K already. He just needs some watch hours, huh? Well, Obsession's a cool dude. It'd be oh, we'll get to that. And there's a big difference between enjoying the movie and shitting on Lucasfilm for putting out a product that bombed. There is a line there, and I will define the line. It's actually part of what I want to talk about when we talked about Indy 5, because you damn Skippy, we talked about Indy 5. Maximus, what is going on? Good to see you. Did you hit like on the way in? I realized that even though I even annoy myself. Like, I kind of hate doing that, but everyone I watch, I got to realize that I really need to push that shit. Even though I feel like a yutz doing it. Yeah, no, there's the box office and whether or not the level of individual enjoyment on Indy 5 are like two separate subjects, really. But I mean, I personally gonna wait for streaming, but I mean, I'm going to watch it, just probably not in the theater. Yeah, that is kind of sad that like a slower week is thank you, Darth. I appreciate that. I know you put your shoulder into it. Yes. I will message you later, Alan. Yeah, just a little tickle. Don't anger it. Just caress it gently. Make it purr even. Anywho, you know what? Let's begin with the fun. Sabersmith, good evening to you, and welcome. And there's a reason I tend to just yibbity yap for the first 15 or so. I'm so glad to see everybody tonight. I hope you're glad to be here. I hope you're still glad to be here when I'm done talking. But let's begin with the fun, shall we? Actually, you know what? We'll save the fun till the end. Ooh. I want to start with Marvel or Lucasfilm. You know, we already kind of started talking about it. Let's go ahead and get into Indy. Numbers-wise, regardless of the personal level enjoyment of people whose mileage probably varied, numbers-wise, Indy 5 is a box office bomb. I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to say whether or not the movie itself is crappy. Matt, you already said you liked it. I've seen any number of people who said they actually really enjoyed the movie, and like some of them were even surprised at how much they did. Rock on. Um, that doesn't really change the fact that it is a flop when it comes to the monies, and is projected to lose like 200 or 300 million, which is bad. It's really bad. And this is under the Lucasfilm banner, so this as well sits squarely in the lap of Ms. Kennedy. So here's the big question for those of us who, at a minimum, think she hasn't made the best decisions all the time, which is about the nicest way I'm going to put that. Indy 5 was good. The music on the hand. Well, yeah. I mean, it's fucking John Williams, bro. And by the way, I don't know if you guys read about this, but that was his swan song. He is retiring from composing theatrical scores. Well, now, because he already wrote that one. But yeah, that was his last theatrical score. He said he is going on break, and he done. I don't know about you guys, but for me, when it comes to scoring, Williams the GOAT. There are plenty of other good people. Don't get me wrong. I mean, Elfman's up there. There's some other people whose names I can't fucking remember up there. But Williams is goated. Nick 5 feels like a wrap for the franchise. Overall, it was alright, decent end to the film series. Cool. The unfortunate reality is that Hollywood still hasn't accepted the fact that people for the past 5+ years simply do not go to the theater as much, if not at all. I mean, that's true. But then, I mean, the Maverick, right out of the pandemic, cracked a billy. Super Mario Brothers cracked a billy. I mean, Guardians cracked 800 mil. So I don't think the theaters are quite as dead. Or I don't think they're quite that dead. They're still doing business. And you've got some smash movies out there to prove it. If it's good enough, if you build it, they will come. I mean, it's cinematic field of dreams. You give them the quality, they will bring their ass to the movie theater. The proof's out there. He's 92-year-old. He deserves it. He's still only in his 80s. Sheesh. Yeah, Across the Spider-Verse. What's that at? Like 500-600 mil for an animated film? 7? Where is that at now? I mean, that thing keeps creeping. Allow me to consult my trusty phone here. Worldwide. Oopsie. If I could type, that would be so helpful. World box office. Across Spider-Verse. Yeah. Currently sits at 607.3 million. 190 domestic, 385 worldwide. Or, yeah. So, yeah. And that's for an animated flick. It's a whole different world with streaming. The box office gauge should be, yeah, it is, of course. Streaming in and of itself massively overspent and overexpanded, which is why everyone and their brother is cutting back on that shizzle now. So there's going to be. So yeah, obviously, pandemic streaming's way the fuck up here, and movies is non-existent, right? After the pandemic, they've been moving a little bit like this, but yeah, they're still this. But the more these studios start to cut stuff because they've been losing billions on their streaming services over the last few years, it's gonna do one of these. It's gonna equal out. Yes, to a certain point. So, excuse me. Certainly not dead, but much lighter than the past, for sure. Still absolutely love going to the theater. In fact, my son's first experience with a pet theater was for the 30th anniversary for Return of the Jedi. Fuck yeah, dude. I light my baby saber to that. I don't understand why Lucasfilm can't hire some like the director for John Wick movies. That guy would do a fantastic job. John in the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I mean, oh, you out already, Maximus? Have a great night, man. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't make that movie either, but there's not a lot of moves Lucasfilm has made in the past 2 or 3 or 4 years that I do understand. So, and honestly, trying to figure that shit out makes me crazy sometimes. David, I think the critics are partly to blame for Indiana Jones' poor showing. Most people have said they enjoyed it. Also, may have been hard to bounce back from Crystal Skull. Yeah, the critics are partly to blame. Taking a movie of that genre to Cannes to get smashed by uppity European critics, not the best idea. Yeah, the Rotten Tomato critic score was super low to start. So, yeah, the critics definitely have a share in it. Crystal Skull probably has a smidge to do with it, because that one angered many, many people. But, yeah. The time movies spend in the theaters is also dramatically short. Yeah, definitely compared to the way it used to be. And that is also a symptom of streaming / the digital age. Took my son to see Guardians 3 just a few weeks ago. We now have it on digital as of yesterday. Yeah. Hi, Donna. Brooke, I think people are fatigued because King of Crystal Skull wasn't really that great. Yeah. I mean, they're even though it's been years, people hold grudges, especially when you do what they consider to be stupid things with a franchise they really love. If you get the chance, I highly recommend seeing Indy 5 up on the silver screen. Saw it in IMAX, and it was such a great experience. I mean, yeah, I could probably maybe a matinee. Scene in Mando season 3 finale where he has to work his way through the Imperial Guards was close. Half Mando, half Wick in that scene. Chef's, yeah, that was a pretty decent hallway scene, especially for someone who's encumbered in that kind of armor. That is true. You were in 4th grade when Chris. Shut up, Brooke. I mean, I love you, but you just don't. I get enough of a reminder of this shizzle, like every time I look at the internet, ever. No, wow, really though? 4th grade when Crystal Skull came out? It's been that long? I mean, I knew it'd been a long ass time, but it was that long. Yeah, I wouldn't mind some John Wick style in the Star Wars universe at all. I mean, he does employ blades as well, so blasters, vibroblades. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Donna, my dislike for Phoebe is so great, I cannot be unbiased. She ruined James Bond. Well, I can't even tell you the last time I watched a James Bond movie, so I'll just have to take your word for it. I assume you're referring to Phoebe Waller-Bridge um, in the Indy. Spidey. And are you got some of that in Mandalorian episode 3? Season 3? Episode 3. Remind me what episode 3 is. Which one was it? Which episode that one was? In terms of movie nostalgia, I still miss the pre-Force Awakens days. Yeah, don't we all? So, like I said, whether or not, everyone's mileage is going to vary on exactly how good Indy was. The big thing is what, if any, ramifications will this have inside of Lucasfilm? Female character in Indiana Jones was all right. She could take a bit more of a leading role than I would have liked to have seen. Indy still has significant enough presence in the film. Yeah, you're not the first person I've seen say that either. Mando gives the baby up, decides he wants him back, takes him back, and he and the Mandalorians. Oh, like literally episode 3, period. Okay. Yeah, that was dope. I'm totally with you on that one, Spidey. That was sick. Yeah. Yeah, when they're fighting their way off of Navarro before Carl Weathers spruced it up. But yeah, behind the scenes in the Lucasfilm, are we finally going to get some kind of change? I am firmly with the people who don't understand how there hasn't been one to this point, but is this finally going to be the nail in Kathleen's coffin? Was Indy 5 her last Horcrux? And if the rumors are true that she's already gone and they're just waiting to time it right, how much longer will it be before the time is right? And he was totally the lead in the film, but his goddaughter does have a large role. Never felt that she stole the movie. Cool. Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to have kind of a... Oh, you don't think she gone, Jay? Okay. Yeah. All right. Damn it. Now y'all... Fuck. Now I do have to go see this damn thing. Unless it gets yanked from the theater by the time I have money. She does get a bit annoying at times, but doesn't bother you too much. I mean, yeah. I mean, see, that's the wild thing is like, I mean, unless it's like really obvious, a lot of this shizzle is objective. I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah, I know, dude. I'm with you on that one. But I'm still going to hold out hope that I'm going to be able to have that twerking session soon. I'm just hoping. And that's all I'm saying on that. David says, I've heard rumors for a while now that Pedro Pascal is leaving Mando and only doing the voice while other people do the acting. Do I know if it's true? Well, I don't think he's leaving Mando per se, but yeah, he's basically just voice acting. Like, it's going to be the two guys who have been his stunt doubles since the beginning are going to share under the helmet duties, depending on what's happening. So, dropped a pic in my general Discord that one of your students made. Nice. He loved the finale. I think you'll like it. Cool. Mads Mikkelsen is outstanding in it. Yeah, I like me some Mads Mikkelsen. Bradley, what is going on, man? How you doing? It is good to see you staying up late tonight, too. So's David. Up there in the chat somewhere. All right, I will definitely. You know what? Let me go take a quick peek at that now. But yeah, Matt, you are totally right. Mads Mikkelsen is a beast. I guess this is the way, right? General. Oh yeah, that is sick, bro. That is totally sick. All right, I don't know if this is going to show up, but I don't know how to make shit show up on this damn thing. Some people can get their phones to do this shit. I don't know how. Just yeah. Fuck. But yeah, that is totally sick, dude. You know what? Go see it now while I'll wait here. Yeah, no, you won't. You will not. How is your family doing, by the way, Matt? While we're on this quick digression. Oh, did you see that in the Discord? Yeah, isn't that tight? All right. Who here, no matter your tolerance level for Kathleen Kennedy to this point, thinks this should be the final straw, regardless of whether it actually is? Not Spidey, gotta go, need to start some lunch, right? Get ready for your stream. Oh, yeah. No shit. Yeah, go handle your biz, dude. Get some clean clothes and get ready to show people how you do yo thing, man. Have a good night. Have fun. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. You have a good rest of the evening, too, mine. Today's your son's birthday. You had a good day. Oh, nice. That's awesome. He's one of your more gifted students. Yeah, I would. Yeah. Think he'll do any charity thumbnail work? Or at least, some tutorials. Yes. Now, forget whether or not, like I said, forget whether or not it'll happen. I want to know what you think should happen. David B says, yep. Brooke says, I think this film should be the final star and the last piece of evidence that's needed for Disney Lucasfilm to fire KK. Younger Canadian should be the final star, regardless of what people think about the movie. The box office numbers tell their story. Yeah. Reviews are very subjective for the most part, but you can't argue with the numbers. Yeah. You wouldn't believe how many people have a problem with that concept on the internet, though. There's a lot. There's a lot. There's a whole lot. And I do try and reasonably explain things to them. I really, really do. And I'm even calm and don't swear at them. And I keep my snark to an absolute minimum. But nothing. Like, ultimately, whether a studio wants to make a sequel to a film is really based on how well that first film did at the box office, even if the reviews from critics are not. Yeah, that's for sure. It's dollars. He said last stream he had to beat out Tom and Keanu. One moment, please. All right. But yeah, no, you are dead on, Brooke. It's if the dollars are there, they will try and milk the shit out of it. If the dollars are excuse me, not there, then off to the dumpster that shizzle will go. New leadership is very much needed at Lucasfilm, someone with a true passion for filmmaking, but also knows how to find talented people and back off to allow them to be creative. Yeah, well said, sir. Well said. I do like how you put that. That is very well put. I'll be honest, I have a hard time being that eloquent with the situation because I'm so unbelievably frustrated and angered by the situation that I'm pretty much down to just fuck that bitch. But I like how you put it, Matt. That was good. So yeah, obviously I agree with all of you, and I'm glad you all agree with me. But yeah, I mean, her contract runs out next year, but it's not till the end of next year. But you need to hire directors who back up their work with content. Yeah, another excellent point. That is another excellent point. Yeah, there's a lot of talk the talkers, but nowhere near as many walk the walkers. But yeah, it's just I still remember the rumors that Disney was selling Lucas. Yeah, that was that was complete cap. That Lucas was buying his baby back. I don't know if he has the liquidity, honestly. He probably does though. But he did sell the thing to spend more time with his family, and because he's never been a businessman. And I mean, it's not like he's gotten any younger since he sold it. So I don't see him, like, even if they get rid of Kathy and hire someone who's smart enough to just do the business and let Dave do all the creative and just sign checks for Dave. I mean, even if that was the case and things were going much better, I doubt he'd do more than just pop in and say hi and maybe consult just a teeny bit. But beyond that, like for Rebel Moon, rejecting Zack Snyder's idea for Star Wars going up being the word. Yeah, yes, I am very, very, very intrigued to see how that one goes, and it looks dope. Everything I see looks dope. It sounded like Lucas buyback Star Wars. Think these are definitely for sure. David says if they can't fire her until next year, they should put her on gardening leave so she's completely out of the picture. Yeah, I mean, if she's gone this year, she leaves this year, it'll be very similar to that other executive who, it'll be a personal reasons kind of thing. She'll step down for, spend more time with her family, or, she just needs to relax, something like that. They will at least give her that out, I would imagine. Although I really, really hope that Iger is willing to be like, pretty much Mando. You can leave warm or you can leave cold. You can go gracefully or I will kick your ass the fuck out of here. You choose. But yeah, it'd be nice, if she just took a leave for the rest of her contract, yeah, that would be dope. Saber Smith says it's embarrassing at this point. I'm still excited for Mangold's movie despite Indy. I just would like to see good directors. Yeah, I mean, and really it's also going to come down to who's writing that one and the quality of the script he's going to have to work with. Or is he doing the combo writer director deal on that one? I cannot remember for sure. Do any of you remember? Can someone help me out with that particular one? You remember Disney? Yes, after Bob Igor. With all the decisions he's made, I'm almost with you on that typo. But yeah, I mean, Bob kind of is the one to start all this. He's the one that got in Kathy's ass the first place to get movies out. He's the one that started Disney Plus. That's his baby. So his hands are not clean. As much as I definitely prefer him to Chapek, who just fucked things up more. Dear Jesus. Iger's hands are not clean at all. Yeah, yes, you're right. Gotta head out, but keeping the stream running. Watch it. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Happy birthday to your son. And yeah, may the force be with you too, brother. Have a good night. Bob Iger was the CEO of Disney when the MCU was going through its golden phase in Phase 3. Yes. I'm not sure when exactly Disney bought Marvel. I think it was right around when they bought Lucasfilm as well, within a couple of years, I believe, within a year or two. So that would put it somewhere around, 2010 to 2014. Let's say 2014 at the latest. So yeah, Iger was CEO. Well, basically for the half of Phase 2 and all of Phase 3. He retired a little bit after Phase 3. Yeah, because he was out for about 2 years. So he retired in 20. Chapek took over, and then he came back in fall of 2022. So, yeah. But yeah, his hands are not clean in this. I mean, could better decisions have been made at Lucasfilm even underneath his pressure? Fuck yeah, they could. So, but he does bear responsibility for some of the current situation. But like Saber said, I do think he has the capabilities of fixing it. Of course, when he came in November of last year, so he said he was only coming back for 2 years or 3. So I mean, if he's going to write the ship, he's got to bust ass and fucking get it done, because he didn't give himself a lot of time to do it. I mean, that was the arrangement. He's like, I'm coming back for 2 or 3 years to fix this mess, and then I'm handing it off and going away again. Even though, from what I understand, he barely went away in the first place. So, all right, y'all. My beverage is speaking to me. I will be back in a couple minutes. Enjoy the beats. Talk amongst yourselves. And actually, we're going to switch gears. So I want you all to start thinking about how you feel about Secret Invasion, because we're going to discuss episode 3 when I return. Well. That took a little longer than I thought. Ooh, what do you got to say, Saber? People forget that Iger didn't even have to do. Yeah, he was in talks to take over at CBS as CEO. He ended up turning it down to focus on Disney. Yeah, no, he did. He definitely did not have to do that. But here's the thing, though. Since Disney Plus is his baby, and with it losing all those billions of dollars over the last couple of years, he kind of had to do that. He had to come back for his own ego and legacy. So, I mean, if Disney Plus had been doing well, he probably would be at CBS right now. But they tried to do what Netflix did, which is just dump shit tons of money in it and operate at a loss for a long time, and then you'll end up then eventually it'll work its way back to where you're making money. That didn't work so much. And part of that was before he left, he mandated, we have Disney Plus, we must put content on it. And that was mandated to Marvel and Lucasfilm. The problem is, for the most part, neither of those two studios put enough focus on quality. They were just like, all right, yes, boss, and started just pumping shit out. And now, where we're at. Speaking of Disney Plus shows, how many of you are caught up on Secret Invasion? And if you are, how do you feel about it so far? Does anyone know why Disney removed their new film Crater? It must have only been out for 2 to 3 months, and remove it without warning would have affected viewership. I don't. All I know, is that they've been cutting, and they're not the only one. Pretty much all the streaming services are doing this. They're all getting rid of the very low view count shows. So evidently, Crater must not have been getting a lot of views in the first place. So that, among other things, is why they yanked it. I mean, go into the Marvel part. They used to have like literally all the Fox X-Men stuff. Now they only have the last movie of the first cast. They only have the last movie of the second cast. They only have one of the Wolverine movies, and it's the second one. So yeah, everyone is chopping stuff. Well, David, are you gonna get upset if I talk about episode 3, since you haven't seen it yet? Yeah, they're all chopping stuff right now. Yeah, if it's getting low view counts, they're chopping it, and they're also avoiding paying residuals like that too. So. Sabersmith's all caught up. Brooks all caught up. Like it more than Andor. Good. It's cool. All right, cool, David. And Jay, who or what is guilty of what? I just want some context on that one real quick, if you don't mind, sir. Episode 3 was the best of the 3. Yes. I will agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I do hope the show stepped it up the more last half, but so far so good. Yeah, I'm going to address that, and I'm with you on that one too. Yeah, so I like the show. I have to say I'm a bit underwhelmed. I was expecting a little more out of it so far. I mean, it's only half over, but it's also already half over, if you know what I mean. Slow burn for sure. Yeah, I got enough of that with that show that Brooke mentioned up there a few chats ago. And that's what's kind of really annoying me about this is I was hoping, I mean, I knew it was going to be, what is episode 3? I had a phone call. Secret Invasion. Talking about Secret Invasion. On the Disney Plus from Marvel. Excuse me. I feel like Justin's playing a game right now. That's all right. This voice is good for the background. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying the show. I'm liking a lot of the interplay between Fury and Talos is freaking magnificent. It's almost like the Odd Couple a little bit, or Starsky, one of those buddy cop things, Starsky and Hutch, Chips. It's kind of got that old 80s buddy cop vibe, which I actually enjoy because, I'm a child of the 80s. But here's my thing. They need to step it up. They've had a couple things consequential happen, but nothing major. I mean, Maria Hill's probably dead. Kira is not, and you know that just by watching the trailers. I mean, the only way that she could show up in the scenes we've seen her in the trailers that have not yet happened in the show is if that, for some unknown reason, a Skrull is pretending to be her. Other than that, she alive. So, I mean, they have put some kind of action sequence in every show, like Fury clearing out that yard, one shot, one kill with a pistol. That was pretty dope. I will say that. But since we're halfway through now, everybody's getting killed off at least. So yeah, kind of seems like it, right? It's not that I necessarily want more action. I just want the story to move a little more quickly. Is kind of where I'm at with it right now. Especially when you only have 6 episodes. Like, I mean, the as far as I'm concerned, I love the first episode was great. It set up the game board and it set up the pieces. They're still setting shit up for some unknown reason. Like, we know who the players are. We got got Gravik, the evil leader. His hench people, hench Skrulls. Fury Talos on the other side. That British lady in the middle who's just fucking awesome. I love her. Can't remember either the actress's name or the character name, but she is the shit. But yeah, a little more. I just want a little more forward movement. It's like I've had enough of the baby steps. Where it's just like, okay, we're just going to go a little bit to here this far. Then we're just going to go a little bit to here and this far. Then we're going to go a little bit over here. You need to start jumping, yo. It's time to move this story along. It's kind of past time to move the story along, but it's definitely time to move the story along. but I like it. I just needed to kick itself in the ass. 6 episodes is still a bit short unless each of the episodes are longer. See, I don't know that they're gonna be. Like, where did I read that? I read an article the other day where it said not all the episodes are going to be like, 50 plus minutes. Like this last one was only 42 or 44. Episode 3 is only 44 minutes. We lost 10 minutes on that episode from episode 1 and or 2. I think both of those two were over 50 minutes. So, yeah, like, not only are they giving it to us slow, they're giving it to us less. They're giving less to us slowly, at least at this point in time. But there is a lot about the show I do love. Obviously, Samuel L. is the bomb. Like I said, I love Talos. Olivia Colman. Yes, that is her, David. Thank you. Good on you, sir. Yeah, that's the character name. But yeah, she is. I love her. She's got that light-hearted British sarcasm and snarkiness down to a fucking science. It is glorious to watch. I'm just tired of going from convo to convo. Yeah. Yeah, well, it is actually pretty well written dialogue, a little bit, they could show us a little something happening too. So, Ben Mendelsohn is such a great actor. Yeah. I think he'd make a good Dr. Doom. He could. Especially if he never took his mask off. He's a bit old for, I think, where they're going to be going with him in the MCU whenever the fuck they get around to it, which ain't soon enough. But yeah, I definitely enjoy him as an actor. I enjoy him a lot in this show. Actually, I like the dude who plays Gravik too. I think he's fun. Some people bag on him, but I don't. I like the way he's playing that character. I mean, he is. Yeah, the Uber, the dude who's obsessed with his. Now, okay, let me start over again. He is the great narcissistic, warmongering type of leader, and this dude is playing it to a T. At least for me. And Emilia Clarke's Emilia Clarke. I don't have to say anything more. It's Emilia Clarke. She's done a bang-up job acting in everything I've seen her in. Plus, she's gorgeous. Icing on the cake. But yeah, so I'm enjoying a lot of the aspects of the show. You don't like Emilia Clarke, bro? I mean, you don't have to, but you don't? Yeah, I mean, right now, I personally would give the show probably about a 7 out of 10 overall. She is great, yes. And I need them to kick it up to 8 or 9, like these last 3 episodes. Starting with episode 4. Oh, that's a drooling face. Oh, okay, my bad. Then yes, you're right. Very attractive young lady. Kind of think she looks better as a brunette too. 7 out of 10 for you, Saber. All right, yeah. I mean, yeah, I think that's the only thing. It's like, what's that old song? A little less talk and a lot more action. And I don't even mean like action in terms of action scenes. I mean like just the action being story movement. Like, it's creeping. It's time to kick that shit at least up to a jog. Maintain a jog for episodes 4 and 5 and give us a good fucking hard ass sprint to the end in 6. Be good to go. Watch Game of Thrones up to season 3, but yeah, she is very excellent as Daenerys in that show, whether she's dressed or not. Yeah, you probably shouldn't watch a Game of Thrones at your mom's friends, though. Or that show, The Idol. That's probably not a good idea either, from what I hear. I hear that show's like just raunchy as fuck, which means, of course, I'm going to watch it sometime or other. Because I'm dirty. David B. I've liked her ever since she started. Yeah. And then she proved she could act right after that, so that was dope. Her character in Game of Thrones is pretty badass. I like her sense of independence just as well as being a fierce noble. Yeah. I mean, yeah, she's a fucking boss. Like, Daenerys Targaryen was a fucking boss, bro. So, yeah. Yeah, so is that kind of where we're all at with the Secret Invasion? Like, it's good, but we need it to be about just that much better and, kick it in the ass a little bit. A little bit of boot in the scoot. And she said she would love to come back to Star Wars. I know. Yeah, I would. Yeah, she can be Kira again. Although they've been really fucking around with Kira in the comics, so I mean, we know Filoni don't give a fuck about like books or comics or anything like that. So that'd be dope. But if they bring her back, they got to bring back Maul, because that's the last person we saw her talking to at the end of Solo. So she obviously works for Crimson Dawn. So if we get Emilia Clarke, we better get some kind of Maul somebody going on in this motherfucker. Yeah, she did do good as Kira, and yeah, it does need to step up a bit. Yeah, I'd be down for her to be Kira again. So, all right. All right, cool. I don't think I missed anything in the chat. That's what I was doing. I was just checking. I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring you, because I'm definitely not. At least not on purpose. All right, so that's probably enough about Secret Invasion. I think that horse is ready for the glue factory, so to speak. Oh, shit. My wife's going to hate I said that. Damn it. Sorry, babe. How about that Deadpool, man? Ooh. Who's hyped for the Deadpool 3? Who's been listening to all the news about Deadpool 3? Who thinks it sounds dope? Who's ready? Of course, I'm going to rehash. But, just initial reactions. Where is everybody's hype level for Deadpool 3? You know what's annoying about chat? It just describes the emoji. I can't actually see the fucking emoji. Very excited. Yeah, I see Wolverine again. Yeah, Wolverine's a boss. Fuck yeah. Oh, okay, that's what that looks like. 1. Not very excited for Deadpool, Donna. Elektra. Yeah, that's part of the thing. That's part of the news, more recent news. Not seen much really, but love the first 2 films. Well, David, have I got some stuff to tell you? Now, mind you, a lot of it's like rumor, but it's strong rumor and a few different 10. Hell yeah, Alan. Yeah, there's supposed to be a lot of stuff in this movie. Holy crap. Like, obviously, we know he's going to be working with Hugh Jackman. We've known this from Jump, thanks to Ryan Reynolds and that little video he put out. Hey, Hugh, you want to play Wolverine one more time? Yeah, sure, Ryan. God, that was fucking awesome. But, so obviously Wolverine's going to be in it. Hugh Jackman. DC greater than Marvel. You mean like in general, the comic books, cinematically? Cap. So here's what's supposed to go down in the Deadpool. Yo. Do we all remember how at the end of Deadpool 2, he was running around time? Christopher Reeve's best superhero ever. Okay, yeah, I mean, yes. Christopher Reeve's Superman is goated. With Cavill right behind him. That is faux show. Problem is since Man of Steel, they haven't done shit. It's just kind of the way it is. Oh no, I grew up on the Christopher Reeve Superman, Donna. I mean, that's my childhood right there. Hell yeah. These kids don't know. But yeah, for the last decade, DC's been getting their ass handed to them, at least cinematically. So. Deadpool girlfriend going to be in it? Oh yeah, Morena Baccarin or I don't know, but yeah, she is also a very attractive woman. That is faux show, and I don't know if she's going to be in it, but I know that Deadpool's going to get in trouble with the TVA for all that shit he did at the end of Deadpool 2. They are going to arrest him. Some TVA agent named Paradox is going to save him from being deleted, like the variants were getting toasted at the beginning of Loki season 1 when he first got there. Yeah, this agent named Paradox is going to be like, nope, I need this dude's help. So from the TVA, they are going to jump into the wow. Yeah, my mom died when I was born in '75, so I didn't see it till later. Same with like early Star Wars too. But yeah, my mom dyed one of my blankets red so I could tie it around my neck and run all over the house and the yard with it on. I mean, who the fuck doesn't love Superman? Like, seriously. But yeah, so this Paradox dude, that I believe Deadpool is just going to call Bob. So Bob and Deadpool proceed to jump into the Fox X-Men universe. And it's going to happen to also be the 838. And Magneto is going to be running the entire world. Because evidently what happened is for one reason or another, this is still being disputed in the leaks. One leak says Wanda's spirit here in the 616, when Mount Wundagore fell on her, jumped over to the 838 and took possession of the Wanda that she had already possessed when dreamwalking. Another leak says that that's not the case, but something or other is going to cause, don't do math, but something's going to cause her to snap, and she's just going to go one way or the other. Wanda Maximoff, 838 Wanda Maximoff is going to go ham and go back in time to the end of X3, the Final Stand, or whatever the hell it was called, and change it to where Magneto won. So when they jump into the 838, Magneto is going to be running shit, and he's going to be resisted by a group called the Human Brotherhood, which is obviously the correlation to the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants in what we're used to in the X-Men universe, anyway. 78. Well, I still was only, 2.5, 3. So, but yeah. So, and in this Brotherhood of Humanity, some mutants are aiding, or Human Brotherhood, some mutants are aiding them, and one of them is going to happen to be Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, supposedly in the yellow and blue suit, but it'll have full-length sleeves. Still not sure about that, but but yeah, along with a couple of other Fox mutants. But so, from thence, somehow they're going to end up out of the 838. I can't remember how, but anyway, there's going to end up being a whole cameo fest and all kinds of fun shit happening. But basically, it's going to boil down to, there's also supposedly potential for an evil Iron Man in the 838, because obviously he's going to be pissed from what Doctor Strange did. It's entirely possible we're going to see Doctor Strange in that movie now, given that he's going to be filming something early next spring, which they will have plenty of time to shove in there before May 6th, because that's how Marvel do their stuff. So, but yeah, it's going to be insane. We're going to get all kinds of awesome cameos. There's going to be universe jumping. It's going to be crazy, and we're going to have a dope send off for quite a few Fox X-Men. Potentially in a big ass battle on 838 too, between Magneto's forces and the Human Brotherhood. Yeah, somehow we're supposed to end up getting Jennifer Garner as Elektra in one of these universe jumps. Like, they're saying 30% of the movie is going to be in other movies. So, but yeah, it's just going to be insane. So, of course, if we have Jennifer Garner Elektra, does that mean we're going to get Ben Affleck Daredevil? I mean, just the different ways that we don't know what's going to happen could happen is just insane. Yeah, we're supposed to be getting like and not just the original cast Fox X-Men. There's supposed to be cameos from the First Class series Fox X-Men too. None of who they are has not been confirmed yet, but and mind you, all of this is still just leaks and rumors and stuff. But given who it's all coming from and the fact that it's being talked about back and forth between a lot of reliable leakers and scoopers and stuff, at least says that there's going to be a pretty good chance that most of it's going to be true. I mean, Marvel does what they do; they change shit right up until the end. So obviously, some things could be affected. One of those things was the 838 Iron Man appearing in Multiverse of Madness. That actually was going to happen until it wasn't. You give Chunk a bath every Saturday night? Is that how that works there, Saber? Cool, Poppy. Don't go Poppy. But like, if even like 85 to 90% of this stuff is true, that movie's just going to be sick. And I really hope it is, because Marvel needs a big fat dub. Their only chance at a dub cinematically left this year is the Marvels. And every Saturday is bath night. That's awesome. And I don't see that one being a banger. I don't think it's necessarily going to suck. They've been doing some stuff. There's word on the street about the incursion still going to happen in that, and we're still going to see some pretty cool stuff here and there and in the post credits. So, I mean, and they did shove it. It was already supposed to be out. They shoved it back to November. So, I have confidence that the delays and the stuff that's out about it is going to lead to enough of an upgrade to where it'll do all right. Like, if it does 600-700 milli, cool. That'll be a dub for that movie, I feel like. But yeah, I don't see a banger between here and there. There being Deadpool 3 in May. So, but I am definitely super hyped for that movie. I mean, obviously that could change based on the news as it comes out, of course. Can't lock yourself into one thing necessarily. At least not when you're dealing with, what's going to happen in a movie. But yeah. That's pretty much all I got on the Deadpools. Marvels might do okay at the box office. Yeah, they might do all right. I'm hoping for decent, honestly. I anything above a flop, I'll be happy with. I try to expose my students to everything for that very reason. Yeah. For sure. Am I excited for Mission Impossible? Yeah. You didn't care for the last one? I have to rewatch the last one, but just for, Mission Impossible, regardless of how good the story is, I think kind of, honestly, it's one of those movies where the story is just a framework for like all the dope ass action scenes you get. So, and Mission Impossible is pretty much goated for its action. So yeah, I'm looking forward for Mission Impossible. That's going to be one I go see in the theater, I believe. Probably a matinee for that one though too. Yeah, I think MI7 Part 1 looks dope. Was it Dead Reckoning? Yeah, Dead Reckoning Part 1. That one's probably going to be another one that cracks a Billy. Honestly, it's going to be the Maverick of this year. Again, because it's a Tom Cruise action movie. That dude is just fucking box office gold. Like, even his shitty movies make money. It's insane. First, Am I Was Here? Yeah, I mean, that movie is just sick. It's insane how long ago that one was, too. Good gravy, man. Heard the recent Insidious film is good. I might try and get. Well, I'll tell you, it's got to be all right because it is, at least on Thursday, it matched Indy's numbers on the Thursday night box office. A horror movie matched Indy's Thursday night monies at the box office. That's no bueno, man. Is Fallout the most recent one? Or is that the one before the most recent one? Oh, yeah, I watched that one back in the day once, night and day. That was pretty okay. Yeah, I need to rewatch Fallout. I most definitely need to rewatch Fallout. How about Oppenheimer? Oppenheimer? I mean, while we're just talking movies, I think that one looks sick. Anyone here going to be got any hype for Oppenheimer? They had a good ending, left room for a sequel. Sadly, never long with the sequel could have been interesting. Yeah, I haven't seen that in so long. You're hyped for Oppenheimer, yeah. Well, I'll tell you why I think Oppenheimer is going to be awesome. First of all, it's a Christopher Nolan film, and that dude is so far up there when it comes to direction. That's nuts. Summer 2023 animated and horror rule the box office. Oh, and Tom and Keanu. Well, yeah, I mean, it's fucking Tom and Keanu. What do you expect? But, I mean, it's a Nolan film, Oppenheimer. That's a beautiful thing. It stars Cillian Murphy, who's fucking badass. The guy from Peaky Blinders, or if you want to go back to Batman Begins, he was the Scarecrow. So obviously he and Nolan have history, which is also awesome. Robert Downey Jr. is in it. I'm not sure what the hell his role is, but he's RDJ, so that'll be awesome. Christopher Nolan has flat out said there is zero CGI in this movie, so everything that blows up actually blew the fuck up in some way, shape, or form, whether they did it on a micro scale and then made it look huge or what. So, I mean, how about them apples? Dude, all practical effects in this movie. Don't get me wrong, CGI is dope as fuck, and there are some things you have to do CGI for. And I know studios do a lot more CGI because it's overall cheaper than practical effects, but this movie is practical effects, and holy shit, I love practical fucking effects. So that has me stoked for this movie. Now, normally I only go to the theaters for big time action movies, but I think I may have to go to the theater for this one. About the development of the atomic bomb. Yeah, topic I think is interesting. It's what led to the Cold War between the U.S. and the Soviets. Yes. Well, I mean, if we developed it and kept it secret and hadn't used it, we might not have the Cold War, but we had to go and drop 2 of them on Japan because they were being fucking stubborn about surrendering. I think RDJ's ahead of some commerce group. Okay. Love their practical stuff. Looks so much better. Yeah. Now, they didn't necessarily blow everything up to scale. Like I was reading where, they would have just some very, teeny ass, representative thing that they would, have a little tiny explosion, a little tiny fire, but they'd have some kind of camera that just made it look like they were blowing up something large, which is fucking cool. You've watched the trailer a few times. It still doesn't get old. Well, I mean, that right there tells you something. If you can, if the trailer itself is so good, you're like, I'm gonna watch this a few times. I mean, come on. I mean, just based off what I've seen it, and who I know is in it and directing it and stuff. If this doesn't get a fucking Oscar nod for Best Picture, the Academy all needs to be fired. I'm saying that sight unseen just because of the insane potential with who's involved in it. Oppenheimer and Dead Reckoning are definitely films I watch in the theater. I may watch the Insidious films as well, but got to catch up on the other Insidious films. Well, there's a few. So, like, if you want to get caught up on the Insidious films in time to watch the newest one, then you're gonna have to dedicate some hours, my guy, because there's a few. MJ, welcome. I am glad you stopped by. Welcome to the basement. Rid of Kathleen. I'm done with her. Star Wars is in the mud, for fuck's sake. Yeah, for the most part, it is. I mean, Ahsoka, it better get to bed. It's starting to get light outside. Yeah, go to bed, Dave. Great show. Thank you, sir. Have a good nap. And maybe see you in the sidetrack chat tomorrow. There's like 4 Insidious films. Yeah, I don't mind dedicating Friday or Saturday night. Yeah, I mean, they're horror films, so they're not like super duper long. So you can get away with like maybe over 4 films, maybe only 7.5 hours. Probably wouldn't even take a full 8 hours. But yeah, Star Wars, Lucasfilm is in trouble. It's just Star Wars. I mean, regardless of whether the people who actually did go and see Indy 5 enjoyed it, not enough people went. Whatever their reasoning. And then the box office tells the story. It's an unfortunate story for that franchise too, because I love me some fucking Indiana Jones, man. Like I really think the franchise at this point kind of hinges on Ahsoka next month. Like if Ahsoka doesn't slap, so many people are just going to check out after that. And then it almost won't matter what they put out in the theater at that point. Almost. Hype for the Warhammer channel from Josh. Yeah. I mean, I've been watching some other Warhammer lore vids, but hoping Josh's new channel. Oh, it probably will. I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that though. I'm looking forward to his Warhammer channel because you keep getting phone calls. That's all right, Donna. I mean, life is life. You take care of you, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for popping in, though. I appreciate the time you did spend here. I really do. You know, there are problems when the game storytelling is way better than TV storytelling. Yeah, that's facts. You do you get a better story out of the Fallen Order and Survivor games. Cal Kestis. Like you could probably literally just go watch the cutscenes strung together on YouTube. You know, somebody's somewhere done that shit, and you could have yourself a better Star Wars story than probably 90% of what they put out on Disney fucking Plus. That's, at least for me, that's how I see it. Bye, Donna. All right, I beg your pardon. For whatever reason, I have the bladder of a mouse tonight, which is unusual because I always take a pre-maintenance pee too, but preventive maintenance pee. I apologize. I will be back. am I good at keeping retention or what? Wow, that was MJ. I'm done seeing OG characters being shit on. Luke, Indy, they make OG characters grumpy and lifeless. Eventually be replaced by strong women. Like, I don't have any problem with strong women characters at all. There are plenty of examples out there. Leia, what's her name? Murphy from Aliens, Wonder Woman. You know, there's a ton. So, but yeah, taking a legacy character and nerfing them is bullshit. Yeah, that's definitely one of the biggest problems that Lucasfilm has had. Being more inclusive is not the problem. Having strong female characters isn't the problem. It's crapping on the legacy characters. That is the problem. Where are we with the writer's strike? Well, it's still going. One of the biggest things that is going to get that moving one way or the other is whether or not the actors strike, and that will be determined next Friday. It was supposed to be determined last Friday, but they and the studios agreed to a 2-week extension. So unless they do yet another extension next Friday, either they need a contract next Friday or a vote will be taken on whether or not to strike. So, just the fact that they agreed to an extension tells me that they want to get the deal done. So I don't anticipate a strike, and if the actors in fact do get a deal done and do not strike, at that point the writers are fucked. They have no leverage. So say SAG does not go on strike. So we'll say SAG accepts the deal next Friday, right? That means the actors and the directors both have deals. Now, we'll both have deals at that point. Or actually, no, I take that back. The directors do have a deal. The rank and file ratified the deal. The actors will have a potential deal to be ratified by their rank and file. More than likely, that will happen. So that'll be the actors and the directors both having deals in place, which will leave the writers out on a limb all by themselves with no solidarity to show for it. And at that point, they're screwed. I would say probably within 2, maybe 3 weeks after the actors ratify their deal, the writers are going to have to do one. So say they accept the tentative deal next Friday. We can have 2 weeks to ratify. So yeah, mid-August probably this will be all over. Again, assuming the actors take the deal and ratify it. So yeah, we should have Hollywood. Hollywood will probably be rolling full steam again by fall. They aren't giving the female characters actual substance. There's no issue with them having. Yeah, like if they wrote them better, but Rey was written like crap. Reva was written like crap. There's so many cool things they could have done with both of those ladies. So many. But they didn't. And that's the problem. It all comes down to writing. It always comes down to the writing. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I was just talking about her. Daenerys Targaryen. Cersei. Yeah, Game of Thrones. You got Daenerys, you got Cersei, you got that sorceress lady that was around for a minute. Uh, Freaking, good Lord, it's been so long since I watched that damn show. I need to get back into it. Number one, the Stark mom. Mando had an all-female team in season 2 finale. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, we're not talking personality of the character, just how well the character is written. But yeah, she's a bitch. But yeah, yeah, Bo-Katan. I mean, Filoni wrote her damn well in fucking Clone Wars and Rebels. Sansa, yeah, Caitlin. Thank you, Brooke, for the names. Well, Sansa took a minute to get to the point where she was strong. She started out a little weeping waif. I mean, for reals. But yeah, Caitlin Stark. So, I mean, then there's so many more examples. I just don't have my brain ain't working well enough for me to come up with more. But there's a shit ton out there. Fucking, like, the best, probably Disney's best Star Wars movie they have put out, at least for me, and that's Rogue One. Jyn Erso, she was a badass. All right, man. Do what you gotta do, bruh. The youngest. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's a badass. Yes, Ahsoka. What was her name? The youngest Stark. I can almost hear it in my head, but I can't. But I almost can, but I can't. God, I hate that shit. Yeah, Ahsoka's a beast. Fucking Padme Amidala. Mon Mothma, in her own way. Arya, thank you. Yes, Arya Stark. You know, there's a ton, but the difference between them and Rey and them and Reva is they were all well written and those two were not. It's just that simple. Like, this is like doing this shit. Like, don't get me wrong, I can't write a script or come up with any of that shit, but for those people with the talent, this shit ain't rocket science, bruh. It does not matter your character's gender. It does not matter your character's race. It does not matter your character's sexuality. All that matters is that they're well written. Just write them well. Add in whatever you want, whatever. Just make sure it's fucking written well. And look at Across the Spider-Verse, bro. No one's saying shit about that one. That's quite a diverse movie. But guess what? Everyone's well written, so no one gives a fuck. Well, there's still that stupid fucking teeny ass percentage that literally hates everything. Not white. But they don't count. So yeah, just write your characters well, write your story well. Everything after that's gravy. It just kills me how no one in that room is like, maybe this isn't that great. Yeah. I mean, at least at this point, yeah. Like, you know, initially, I mean, the first thing They're just dealing with Lucasfilm. What's the first thing they put out? Mandalorian. That was the shit. Of course, John did that, but that was the shit. But as soon as, Book of Boba Fett didn't do that great, and then after that, Kenobi didn't do that great. You'd think someone somewhere would take the fucking hint, but they have not, which is so perplexing to me. I don't get that shizzle at all. But then again, if I could explain all that assholery, I'd be rich as fuck. So, what are you doing? My cat. But yeah. Of course, fantastic movie. I'm one with the Force, and the Force is with me. Donnie Yen. Yes. Oh, I love Donnie Yen. Have you watched the Ip Man movies? Those movies are dope, bro. If you have not watched Ip Man, here, let me do that. Yeah, that was a real dude. He was Bruce Lee's teacher. But yeah, Donnie Yen starred in 4 movies that pretty much cover that dude's life. And they're all awesome. Very good movies. Very good martial arts movies, very good movies in general. But yeah, Donnie Yen's dope. And he really is that good. And obviously movie choreography is movie choreography, but he is that good. Oh, man. I just want good stuff. I want stuff to be excited about. Like, I'm totally... Well, I can't say totally in the same boat as Josh. I'm in my version of his boat. Like, he's been doing this way longer and is, like, way deeper in everything than I am. I can admit that. But... Freaking cat. But I'm deep enough to feel his pain, that is for sure. You haven't, but yeah, you definitely should check him out. I'll bet you could probably find use for at least some of that in class too, honestly. Because there's some, like most martial arts movies, they're each thematic about something in their own way. So, and that's definitely, I know something you're very much into in your class's theme. When it comes to Star Wars, you're there, yeah. Like, help me, Miss Ahsoka Tano. You're my only hope. Like, that's the reals, man. I think Feige can turn it around. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right, Sabersmith. Yeah. That was, yeah, that fight with those two was sick. It was definitely sick. thank you for reminding me of that. Appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely have much more hope in Marvel because Feige. And yes, I know Phase 4 was, but that was because Feige took Phase 4 off and delegated. He's back to being the micromanager he was in Phases 1 through 3. And yeah, Phase 2 is a little but, I think he was doing a little bit of a stepping back in that one too. I don't know why he's doing this what is it, like take the even phases off, bruh? No, don't do that. You can't do that. But, yeah, I definitely have hope for Marvel. I definitely think it's going to start with Deadpool 3 in May. I'm hoping the Marvels is it good? I don't see any way it's going to be great. I mean, would that be a pleasant surprise? Fuck yeah. I mean, that'd be awesome if that turned out to be the case, but if that movie is good and cracks and, does it like, 556, that'll be good. That'll be a dub for that movie. Phase 2 compared to Phase 4 is still way better. Oh yeah, that's facts, bro. Yeah, Phase 4 is not just the worst phase, it is easily the worst phase. Like, I don't think you could, I don't know how anyone who's been paying any kind of attention could say that Phase 4 is not the worst phase to this point. I mean, Phase 5, we're only 2 movies into Phase 5 and 1 show. Current show, Secret Invasion, Quantumania, and Guardians of the Galaxy, which was good and has cracked 800 billion. So we're kind of 1-1 right now with the movies. I just hope the Marvels is good enough to make it 2-1, or at least 1-1, a win, a loss, and a draw. I'll take that at the end of this year after those 3 movies. And DC has got Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 left, so really they have Blue Beetle left to try and accomplish anything this year because they've done nothing but lose the money this year. And a lot of it. We didn't even really talk about that. Fucking Shazam 2. The Flash. DC has lost so much fucking money this year, bro. I mean, this is a shit year in cinema in general. Think about it. Quantumania, bleh. Guardians, cool. Shazam 2, bleh. Flash, bleh. There's been 1 dub this year so far. Now, some dubs are coming. Oppenheimer, I think, is going to be a dub. Mission Impossible is going to be a dub. Unfortunately, neither of those are Marvel or Star Wars. Oh yeah, Indy, bleh. And all my bleh are in terms of is box office, by the way. How many Star Wars shows do we have this year versus Marvel shows? Well, Secret Invasion is the first Marvel show since She-Hulk. And I think we're supposed to get Echo this fall, but dropped all at once. So just those 2. And we already had Mando and Bad Batch run concurrently. Then we got Ahsoka and maybe Skeleton Crew. So it could be 4-2, 3-2. It's at least 3-2. And the way they've been talking about cutting back, we might get 2 of each next year, and that's it. Shows. So Is there another Marvel show this year? Oh, yeah. No, Loki season 2. Okay, yeah, I forgot. Loki's supposed to come out this year, too. So that's the other Marvel show. Supposed to get that this fall as well. There's going to be some fucking overlap. There's no way there's not going to be overlap between Star Wars and Marvel on Disney Plus this fall. I don't know what the fuck. See, that's more the fucking problem with Disney Plus. They keep screwing around with their schedule, and they're gonna be running over their own damn feet. It's crazy. Crazy. Oh, right. Deadpool 3 and I guess the Ray movie is the first one. Those are going to be May 26 because the fall 25 or the December 25 one got pushed back to May 26. So yeah, we're going to have Deadpool 3 and the next Star Wars movie happening in the same month, at least as of right now. Oh, Disney. What the crap, yo. Y'all need to get your poop in a group, like for reals. Freaking me out, music. Don't do that shit. All right, yo. I think we're going to call it now. But there is hope. There's light at the end of the tunnel. At least for me. We have Ahsoka in about a month. We got Deadpool next May. Secret Invasion could pick up. There's still hope. Hope is alive. Hope is alive. Barely, but it's there. Yeah, Iger did say cutbacks were coming. Yep. So, anyway, I think that'll do her tonight, folks. Thank you all for coming by. You know I appreciate it a lot. Y'all are the bomb. I hope you had a good time. I hope you had a good talk tonight. I know I did. Ugh. So, enjoy the rest of your weekend. There is light at the end of the tunnel. It's a long fucking tunnel, and it's a dim-ass light, but it's there. It's totally there. And I'm yearning towards it, trying to grasp it. But, yeah. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. We'll see you later. Ha ha ha. And don't forget, there's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. The time is coming. Eventually. When the proportionality of these streams and discussions will flip to where it'll be mostly hype and only a little, what the fuck are they doing? It is coming. It is unfortunately not close, but it's coming. on holding on. I hope you guys do too. Hold on with me. Stay with me. We can hang in there together as a chill, nerdy community. I believe in us. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you all next time. Be safe.